Why didn't you turn the lamps on? We're talking real business here, not shabby works to be kept in the dark.
Cut it! The old fart must not find out what I'm about to tell you. You hear me?
Calm down. Marduk may have complete control over the Akkadian Guild, but he's not the type to plant agents everywhere. Besides, it's about justice. About something we have to do, isn't it? All the more fitting to talk in the light.
Turn the light on. I've looked into your leads. The old fart's definitely working with Korg under the table. He's involved in pretty much everything. Korg's lockdown on Rostach, their management, and ban on development. Korg is the very reason why Rostach ended up like a hellhole. And now the old...
I was just as surprised when I learned the news. Have you asked him personally? I'm curious about his story.
No, I don't want to spook anyone around. We're not getting anything from him, even if we ask the question in person.
Oh? Then what's your plan?
I'm not that kiddo who knows nothing other than following him around anymore. I'll seize power for myself and make him pay for his betrayal.
Really? Well, your decision aligns perfectly with my own interests. You have my support. Oh, one more thing. Have you given any more thought to my previous suggestion?
Shit. They're overwhelming us.
We were drinking at the same table the other night, and now they're all against us? Resistance, soldier, resistance my ass! I thought we were just bounty hunters.
To hell with this shit. Betrayers deserve to rot in hell! Where's our big bad boys? Get them over here!
Are you nuts? Kingu's the one leading them. We must move now or else.
Kingu? You mean... Oh? So you're saying I'm spilling my brother's blood for some family squabbles?
Boss, when did you...
Traitors get what they deserve in Akkadian. And I don't give a damn if that's my son. He should have known better when he decided to turn his gun against our people.
Oh, yes, boss.
Now get more firepower over here and take that bunker out. Battle formation! Advance! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Looks like I still know how to fight! Can you jump out and lure out the enemy? Can you dodge it? Die! This is what you get! Let's have some fun! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Take a load of this! Airspace control! You commanded well. Just like I used to back in the day.
This is Jackal. Communication request received. Awaiting instructions.
So the dog hidden behind your mask still doesn't like me, huh? Want me to give it a fix? The soul data stored on the access key is far more valuable as research than as a pet.
My apologies. I won't let Ubu interrupt us again. Your orders?
You seem a little anxious.
If all this Akkadian infighting continues, even more people will die. We must put a stop to this as soon as possible.
I like your attitude. But may I remind you that saving lives is a secondary objective. What's more pressing is that the order brought by Korg is maintained.
What's the mission?
Okay. The intel from our informant says the Akkadian Guild needs a little while longer to muster its forces. I am highly confident in Marduk's ability. He would win out, even with the few men he has now. However, the longer we wait, the harder it will be for things to return to normal. So to expedite the process, I'm going to help him tie up some loose ends.
What do I need to do?
The Resistance Army recently stole some Korg supplies and stored them up in the container zone. I want you to find them and destroy them.
Did Kingu say the truth?
Who gives a damn when there's a battle to fight? I didn't join the guild to be Korg's dog.
I just didn't expect the boss to do something like this.
I wonder if you recall something over 10 years ago? Some kind of great disaster? Someone in Kingu's circle says that Korg did something horrible in Rostach. A lot of people died.
I don't remember. All I know is Rostach being a much better place before Korg arrived here. Hope we wrap this up as soon as we can. My wife and children.
You think we can... If Kingu's story is true, then Korg may still have his back covered.
So what? They aren't the only ones with help, are they? My mother died of starvation because of Korg. It pisses me off to think how our boss has been controlled by Korg all this time!
Jackal here. Mission complete.
Good job. You're an asset to the team.
One question, ma'am.
Speak.
Is Korg behind the rebellion?
Jackal, you never used to ask questions that had nothing to do with your mission. Just get in position and wait for further instructions.
When are the reinforcements arriving?
The message has been sent, sir. But it'll take time to assemble everyone.
I need the time, now!
What are you yelling at, boss?
Bastet? I thought I told you to stay in the drinkery. How many more times do I have to repeat myself? Newbies are to stay clear of the battlefield.
But I'm here to share the good news!
Go on, then.
The other guild leaders have just arrived at the drinkery. They assured me that their people will be ready within the next 3 days.
3 more goddamn days? Does that sound
I mean, bounty hunters usually work in pairs, 3s tops. If you want to organize them like an army, that's going to take more time.
So, they sent some little girl to deliver the conclusion? So that I wouldn't rip them a new one?
I volunteered, actually. They all looked like they were attending their own funeral when deciding who to send, so I said I'd do it.
Shouting at you isn't getting the reinforcements here any quicker.
Don't be upset, boss. I'm sure you can win even with the people you've got now. You don't need reinforcements.
You're underestimating Kingu, while I'm not. Now get back to the drinkery, and give those old asses a whip for me.
Yes, sir!
Boss, what do we do now?
There are options, even when we're outnumbered. Have you learned anything about their combat style?
They came well prepared. They went straight for our weak points and acted as if they knew what we were going for.
Prepared, you say?
Kingu's commanding them after all. That kid's a veteran of schemes. You know it better than us.
What about their troops?
Most of them are young brats who chose to follow Kingu. I'd say they barely know how to aim. But they work like an unholy machine when they fight. For a second, they were retreating. And the next second, they were all in position firing at us. It was tough.
We fall back.
What did you say? You mean we hand over the station? What about the supplies?
It's only going to get harder for us if we push on like this. They're prepared, with all of the station defenses they got inside. But we're not. Without reinforcements, we'd just be throwing away our lives for nothing.
Why don't we just outflank them and take out their command?
Not a bad idea, on paper. It's just one thing. You guys suck at team fighting, and I'm not a babysitter. Once they go for guerrilla tactics, our split forces won't be able to locate them. Furthermore, the enemy's not fighting us head-on. If we stay, there's gonna be losses one way or the other. So the option is to retreat for now, and let them have the station. Once we're at full strength, I'll come and take it back. But until then, you guys can do me a favor by not biting the dust. The only problem is that the enemy will definitely pursue us as we retreat. Okay, we'll do it in small groups and different directions. Once their forces get scattered, they won't be able to pose much threat. We'll reassemble at the western entrance to the station. I'm going this way. The rest of you choose your own routes. If you worry you're gonna piss yourself escaping alone, then come with me.
We're not babies in diapers. We know when to run for the hills.
What are you all laughing at? This is not a skirmish anymore. It's a full-blown war. There's no shame in running for your life. So get behind me if you want.
I'll follow you, boss. Not because I'm scared, just to take some pressure off you.
Yeah, good. Let's go. The rest of you, listen up. The faster the better. Remember what I said. Small groups only, and don't turn back. That's an order.
Kingu, I have confirmation that the guild reinforcements won't make it by tonight.
Just as I expected. What's the old fart's plan?
The boss said he wants to fall back.
Oh, then he's smarter than I gave him credit for. He's gonna fall into my hands otherwise, sooner or later. I assume he also divided his people into smaller groups?
Wow, you know him like the back of your hand, Kingu.
I don't have time for this kind of crap. Answer the question.
Oh, yes. He ordered a staggered retreat. The routes were assigned quickly.
Has he arranged for anyone to cover his ass?
Surprisingly not. He insisted on retreating in small groups, and they all obeyed.
So, it means we won't be able to inflict any kind of meaningful losses. Do you know which route the old man's taking?
Actually, I volunteered to join his group.
Excellent. Keep him close by.
Got it!
If he's retreating, do we really need to keep on like this?
I just don't see why the fighting is necessary. You already know the old man's in cahoots with Korg. All the other guild leaders would support you once you made it public. That would spare all of these deaths.
How can someone so much older than me still be so naive? Have you never wondered why I only told my confidants about it? And specifically instructed them not to breathe a word before we act?
Because...
He's an old fart, true. But he's also a good leader. A leader who has a lot of loyal followers in the guild for all these years. Do you really think they'd believe a word I say if I jump out of nowhere shit-talking about him and Korg? Not to mention, they'll alert him of my plan and we'd end up in direct confrontation. A couple more lies from him would be enough to make me a clown. In other words, the other guild members will only believe it if it's coming from his mouth. And all these deaths you spoke of are the tools to pry it open. Understand now?
Yes. I understand.
Others can run as they want. All I need is you, old fart. Squads 1 through 7. No, all teams, convene at that location. Be prepared to carry out my orders. Your only objective? Capture Marduk alive.
Battle formation! Advance! The enemy is here! Looks like I still know how to fight! Clobber them! Can you dodge it? I'm getting Falcons! Lure out the enemy! Ha ha! One down! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Ha ha! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Ha ha! All units stand. Taste this! Can you dodge it? Ha ha! Clobber them! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Falcons, lure out the enemy! One down! Can you dodge it? This is what you get! Let's turn it into a... All units stand by. Take this! Can you dodge it? Ha ha! Clobber them! Ha ha! Halt! There's an ambush up ahead.
We're in a dead end?
Someone informed on us. The other side's been watching.
What?
Boss, we and Kingu want an explanation. Our men will be here soon. You're not leaving.
You've pointed your gun at your brothers. Save the talk. The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Clobber them! Airspace control! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! You die! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Falcons, lure out the enemy! You commanded well, just like I used to back in the day.
No wonder we couldn't shake them off. They're running!
No, we can't. Watch out!
We're Wait. Drop your weapon and surrender, old fart. I'll let everyone else go. I don't want to repeat myself.
You brat.
Boss, call the others!
Don't bother. We've already blocked all comms in the vicinity. Your people will just take it that the situation's out of control. They'll follow your order to the letter and never come back.
What do you want? The guildmaster seat is yours once the boss retires. Is a little patience too much to ask for?
The usurper? Is that what I look like to you? After all this shit? This old fart knows damn well why I've led my people out of the guild.
Well played. You did even better than I expected. But I regret to tell you, son, the game is not over.
Enemies approaching from 10 o'clock! 4 o'clock, enemy fire!
What the hell's going on?
This is your lesson for the day, son. Don't treat your subordinates like pawns. A conceited man makes for a poor leader.
You piece.
Yes, you set up some barricades. But do you really think that's going to stop veterans like us? We could tell where your people were heading the moment we caught sight, and that they were coming to surround me.
So what? You ordered them to fall back in small groups.
And you thought they'd continue to obey my orders to the letter, even after they'd learned I'm in danger. Your troops' discipline and your tactics really did catch us off guard. Whereas my men never listen to a word I say. They're a disorganized rabble. It's tough to command them, but on the flip side...
You used yourself as bait! You fooled even your own men!
That's right. My bet was my men would disobey me. That's the nature of bounty hunters, you see? They don't give a damn. Not every one of them is a good boy, I gotta say. But I always adapt my tactics accordingly. That's where a brat like you still got a lot to learn.
Shut up! You're still surrounded! Instincts, huh? You think your men can save you? You'll be long gone with me by the time your ragtag gang arrives.
Huh. That's not yours to decide, boy. Whether or not I can last is up to me alone. Battle formation! Advance! Looks like I still know how to fight! Clobber them! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Damn! I'm alright! Don't worry about me! Die! Can you dodge it?
Let's leave this place now!
Anyone else around here, come with me!
Boss, that wasn't my idea of fun, I must say.
Cut that shit! Check the comms and see if it's back online. Let the others know we're not retreating. It's time to fight back. We only have one shot at this, so it better pay off. Don't let that brat get away! The enemy is here! Prepare to fire! Airspace control! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Clobber them! Looks like I still know how to fight! Falcon, lure out the enemy!
Boss!
What about Kingu? Did you see the boy?
He just came past this way. We couldn't stop him.
Tell the others to relocate. He's our only target, and we must get him. All units stand by. Act on my signals. Taste this! Get out of here, all of you! Can you talk it? Lure out the enemy! Look out! Can you dodge it? You clobber them! Let's have some fun! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Ha ha! You must have come from the outside. Where's Kingu? Straight ahead, inside a cover. We chased them all the way into the container zone. Almost lost them. They put up a stout defense on the other side, though. Breaking through is not gonna be easy. I'll take care of it. I said I'd be fine. Taste this! Looks like I still know how to fight. Clobber them! Falcon, lure out the enemy! One down! That was a nice fight. Now let's head back and get some rest.
Boss! Kingu is right behind those containers!
Halt! Watch out for snipers. I want eyes on all exits. Someone find me a loudspeaker.
That means we're completely surrounded.
Kingu, they're here. What should we do?
Keep calm and wait for my instructions. Maybe you are a better commander than me, old fart. But I need to win this one, even if I have to cheat.
I'm giving you one last chance to surrender, boy. Get our heavy weapons here. These containers aren't as strong as the bunkers. We can blow them up.
Boss, you sure you want to go that far?
He'll be expecting it.
Troops, follow me! What the hell is that?
A weaponized AGI mecha? Run! Battle formation! Advance!
Boss, we're gonna lose the station like this!
Who cares about the station? Run for your asses, all of you! I'll buy you some time. Boss. Get out of here! Can you dodge it? Looks like I still know how to fight. Falcon, lure out the enemy! Let's turn it into a honeycomb! Can you dodge it? Let's turn it into all units stand by. Airspace control! All units fire at will! Clobber them! I'm getting excited! Falcon flew out the enemy! How is this pile of scrap still moving when I've wrecked all the joints? Is it self-repairing? Let's turn it in! Looks like I still know how to fight! Can you dodge it? This is what you get! I said I'd be fine. Damn! Ha-ha! Airspace control! Can you dodge it? Clobber them! Falcon flew out the enemy! All units fire at will! Let's have some fun! Anyone else on the station? Get your asses out of here! This is what command might limit, so you better be quick! Let's have. Looks like I still know how to fight! Can you dodge it? Ha-ha! All units fire at will! Take this! Can you dodge it? Clobber them! Let's turn it into a honeycomb. I said I'd be fine. Falcon flew out the enemy! Can you dodge it? Looks like I still know how to fight! Ha-ha! Can you dodge it? Ha-ha! All units stand by! Act on my signal! All units fire and we'll taste this! You commanded well, just like I used to back in the day.
I think it's time we had a father-son chat.
Ungrateful brat.